Hey guys, so I have to talk quietly because my son is asleep, but I know that you did not expect me to be absent. I didn't expect me to be absent either, but I want you to find this paper. This is the notes page that is in the bucket, and we're going to fill it out together. This is going to eventually be glued into your journal after we're done with it. So I want to show you how to do a few of these problems, and then we're going to take some extra notes later, and then you're going to work on your pathway for the rest of class. Okay, so first it says graph the line 3x plus 4y equals 12. Now remember, this is an ax plus by equals c form. So let's take this line and put it on the graph. So to get my x-intercept, I take a c over a, which is 12 over 3, which is 4. My x-intercept is 4. And to get the y-intercept, I take c over b, which is 12 over 4, which is 3. So my y-intercept is 3. I technically don't need my slope because it already kind of gives me my slope. My slope would have been negative 3 over 4 anyways because negative a over b, which technically we are going down 3 and over 4. So that's good. Just draw your line, or try to at least. It says then graph a line perpendicular to that one, and that now goes through the point 1, 1. So first of all, we have to go through this point here, and we have to have a perpendicular slope to the slope that we had originally. So our slope that we had originally was negative 3 over 4. And remember, we need the opposite reciprocal of this number, which means we flip it and we give it an opposite sign. So since this one was negative, this one is now positive. So this is our new slope. Let's take this dot right here and go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, this is our new line. It is perpendicular to the old line that I had just drawn, and it says write the new line in point slope form. It's going to be pretty easy to put this in point slope form because we literally have a point here and a slope here. So we have, remember, this is x and this is y. I know this is kind of tiny to write, but yeah. Anyways, we have y minus y1, which is 1, equals m times x minus x1, which is 1. And we just wrote our line in point slope form. All right, let's try to write this one now. This one says graph a line that is y minus 2 equals 2/3 times x plus 4. So first of all, this is in or point slope form, just like we had just talked about over here, where it gives us a point and a slope. So let's pull out the point. First of all, the x value should have been a minus sign, so since it was a positive or plus sign, I know that number must have been negative. My y value is 2. So let's go find this point on this graph somewhere. Negative 4, 2. This is a coordinate. Point slope form has coordinates and slopes. It does not have intercepts. Intercepts comes with the standard form, so don't get those confused. Okay, the slope says 2 over 3, so from this dot, I go up 2 over 3, and I can just continue that pattern at least to make a line. Okay, we're going to find a line that is parallel to this line, which means that it's going to have the same slope. This slope was originally 2/3, and then it says goes to the coordinate 0, 3. So 0, 3 is here, and if I still have up 2 over 3, my line should look like this. It is parallel, very close to its little partner line, but they are parallel, they are not touch. It's because they have the same slope. Parallel means same slope. It says put this new line in slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is that whole y equals mx plus b, remember, because it has a slope and an intercept. So if I was putting this in y equals mx plus b, 2/3 would be the m, and then looks like 3, and they gave it to me, was my y-intercept. So I might not have even had to graph this line, but I did. It's okay. So the next one says, what is the equation to the line in slope-intercept form that passes through the point 2, negative 2, and is perpendicular to the line y equals 2 over 5x plus 2? So first of all, let's graph this coordinate right here. Actually, let's graph this line here. This is y equals mx plus b. This is the plus b, so I'm going to graph that first. put a dot at 2, go up 2 over 5. And that is my line. I can go back down kind of the opposite way if I really needed to, just to kind of help myself out. We are going to form a line that is perpendicular. That means opposite reciprocal slope. So if my original slope looked like that, my new one is going to be negative 5 over 2 because it's opposite reciprocal. It flips and it changes the sign. So if it goes through 2, negative 2, so 2, negative 2 is here, and my new slope is this stuff, I need negative 5 over 2. So I go down 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over 1, 2, which is annoying that it went off the graph. Let's try to go backwards. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Way up here. Did I do that right? Yeah, I did. Anyways. All right, so it says write the equation in slope-intercept form. This one is a little bit annoying because we have to first write it in point-slope form because I noticed that our y-intercept, oh, wait, our y-intercept is 2. Am I right? And am I right? No, I'm wrong because our y-intercept was supposed to be 3. Yeah. Oh well. So let's write this in, just gonna X out, put it in point slope form instead. So point slope form, because we have a point and we have a slope, we can do y minus negative 2, which makes that a plus 2, equals the slope negative 5 over 2 times x minus x1. Awesome. All right, the next one says, what is the equation of a line in slope-intercept form? So nice, we have y equals mx plus b, parallel to this stuff, but has a y-intercept of negative 1. That's supposed to say y-intercept, not the word y. That's funny. So this is standard form, ax plus by equals c. That's the a, that's the b, that's the c. In order to find the x-intercept, I take c over a, so 10 over 2. 10 over 2 is 5, so my x-intercept is 5. For the y-intercept, I take c over b, so 10 over 5 is 2, so my y-intercept is 2. My slope was down 2 over 5 because it's negative a over b, so down 2 over 5, and that's exactly what I did. So I'm going to draw my line. Wow, that was terrible. And then it says, but it's going to be parallel, so the same slope, and has a y-intercept of negative 1. So here's that net y-intercept, and down 2 over 5 for my slope, because it is the same slope. Oh, geez. All right, these lines are parallel. So same slope, y equals negative 2 over 5, x minus 1. So again, this line right here and this line are parallel because they have the same slope. We just can't really see that because we would have had to take a little bit of calculations by doing negative a over b to figure out that they are the same slope. All right, let's look at this one. It says, what is the line parallel to x equals 4 but has a point negative 3 and negative 5? So parallel to x equals 4. Let's draw that real quick. X equals 4 would be here, and x equals 4, I don't know why it has that dot right there. It's not supposed to be a dot. Would be a line going straight up and down like this. Now if we're finding a line parallel to this one, that means my next line is going to also be straight up and down. This one says negative 3, negative 5. So negative 3, negative 5 is here, and I am going to draw a line straight up and down through that. The name of this line is going to be x equals negative 3. Just like this was x equals 4, but now it's x equals negative 3. All right, next one. It says, what is the slope of a line that is perpendicular to x equals negative 2? So first, let's draw x equals negative 2. And I'm going to make a perpendicular line, which is going to be sideways. So anywhere we draw this, doesn't matter where, because it doesn't actually tell us where. It's just asking for the slope. The slope of this line here is going to be 0. So that's my answer. The slope of a line that goes straight up and down is undefined. So that's how I know that the other one is 0. And this, just a heads up, just like a side note, this line would have been y equals whatever number it passed through. It passed through 3, so it was y equals 3. Okay. Anyways, let's look at this one. 2 more things, and this is kind of new information here. I wanted to show you how this stuff could work. So it says check off which points satisfy the line y equals negative x plus 4. So first, let's draw the line. This is y-intercept of 4, a slope of negative 1. So we go down 1 over 1 like that. And draw my line. It says which of these points satisfies this line, which tells me or means which of these points lies along the line. So 3, 5 is way up here. It does not lie along the line. Negative 2, 1 is right there, and it does not lie along the line. 1, 3 is right here, and it does lie along the line, so it's that one there. I could have checked by using the equation. I could plug in, since this is an x and this is a y, I could plug them in here. So instead of a y, I'm going to put a 3. And instead of an x, I'm going to put a 1. But I still needed that negative because that negative was in front of that x in the first place. So negative 1 plus 4 does equal 3. Yay, it worked. Okay, so now this one, it says, this time without a graph to draw a line, check off the point which satisfies the line x minus 3y equals 9. So I don't get a graph this time. This is for a reason. You're going to have to use this equation to figure out which point satisfies the line or fits along the line. Basically saying which one fell right along the line, okay? Here's a way to see it without having to draw a line on a graph. You will take these points and plug them in where they go on this. So of course we have an x and we have a y. The first letter is x, so I'm going to put a 5 minus 3y, which is 3 times 1, because that was a 1, equals 9. I just replaced the x with the 5 and the y with the 1 from this original equation. Okay, so 5 minus 3, because 3 times 1 is 3, equals 9. And then 5 minus 3 is 2. Does 2 equal 9? No, this one is wrong. So, not that one. Let's try it again, just with these numbers. All right, so I'm going to squish it over here. X is negative 1 minus 3 times negative 3, interesting, equals 9. So let's do the multiplication first, because that's how PEMDAS works. I have negative 1, and this is technically negative 3 times negative 3. Which is a positive 9. So then I have negative 1 plus 9 is not what I needed it to be. It's 8. So that would have been 8 equals 9, which is also wrong. All right, let's check the last one. X is 3, y is negative 2, and then equals 9. Remember, I'm using this original equation here, plugging in the numbers that they gave me and trying to see what I can do. So I have 3 minus, oh, wait, maybe I don't have minus. Negative 3 times negative 2 is 6. So, oh, look, 3 plus 6 is 9. So yes, this one worked. This one was our answer.